You can't turn $100 into $100,000 with trading. I said it.
Going on? What the did I do wrong? Tell me.
This is what Meet Matt said on his Twitter recently, which blew up, and everybody was responding to this tweet. Look at this. It had 2,055 hearts, 207 reposts. It used to be retweets, now it's reposts, and 626 replies. First of all, do I agree with this? Do I disagree with this? Well, I want to ask you guys in the comment section before I give you my take. What do you think about what Matt said? Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him? Can you turn $100 into $100,000 with trading? Not with anything else, not with, deposits or anything, just trading purely. Can you do that? Here's my thoughts. And actually, before I do, let's share my thoughts, but let's look at some of the comments that are already on this post. Andrea Trade says, not with leverage trading, but you can. Arbaz says, what do you mean by system is a 95? What? I like this. What do you mean? My system is a 95% win rate that has a 20 risk reward average win. Wouldn't that be so spectacularly nice? Oh, and then Matt says, you still lose 5% of trades? You must be a beginner. Man, I could just say this, just a venting moment. As a trading content creator, these people exist. The people who are like the hindsight warriors and like they're always right and they never talk about when they're wrong. There's a lot of people out there who do that. What do you mean? People turning $100 to a 1 million apparently. Only 1 million? That's small price. Matt is killing it on the Twitter game. This is hilarious. You can't. Correct. I choose not to spend my $100 on 80,000 fake followers. Oh my gosh. Matt is going ham. Okay, Matt, I don't want any of the heat. Please don't come after me. You can flip $100,000 to zero with trading. I said it. My success rate is 100%. Okay, Matt might be just winning Twitter right now. This is hilarious. But a 10K challenge for $66 and build it. LOL, that's a different story. So Matt is clearly on kind of the side of, well, he owns a funding company, Lark Funding. Shout out to Lark Funding friends. Of course, the idea here is that should you spend your own $100 trading it, or should you spend $100 and maybe go for like a challenge account, that sort of thing? That is totally another debate that we could make 17 more videos about. But the point here, I just want to stay on focus here. Can you actually turn $100 into $100,000 with trading? As unpopular as Matt's opinion is, I agree. I don't think you could turn $100 into $100,000 with trading, but clearly many people disagree. Many people were offended by this. People were mad. It is possible, with crypto. Hunter from Maven prop firm says, true, if anyone tells you that you can do it, then it's just a scam. I'm sure Pepe investors can verify this. Oh, hold my beer, but we can try. People won't listen. You haven't been on TikTok? Right, exactly. All the TikTok traders, they never, ever lose, apparently. Oh.
Account blown.
I guess he's happy he got out before it went lower like that, right?
My brother turned $300 into $50,000 and then blew the account. It's possible. I believe 500 leverage, bro. Unless you're a magician. Okay, so I've made my opinion clear. You can't turn $100 into $100,000 with trading. I agree. As much as I wish that you could, nothing in my 8 years of experience and my hundreds of conversations with hedge fund managers, with professional traders, I have spoken with some really prestigious people. I've had the honor and the privilege to share the mic with some incredible traders who have managed tons of money. And none of them would agree that you can turn $100 into $100,000. The only people who really truly believe that are wishful thinkers and hopeful thinkers that want the markets to be some sort of magical equation for you. And if you don't like hearing that, I'm not trying to offend you. Obviously, what do I get? Think about it. I have all this, and again, I don't know everything, but I have plenty of experience in this stuff. I've been doing it for a long time. And I'm telling you that from all my conversations, what gain do I have as a content creator telling you that $100 can't be turned into 100,000. I'm clearly not saying that for benefit, because you have to ask yourself, if a content creator like Matt or myself is agreeing with this concept, you can't turn $100 into $100,000. Think about our motivators. We have, well, I guess in Matt's case, you could make the argument that he owns a funding company, so there is some bias there. And I guess you could make the point that I have a sponsor that is a funding company. So I guess there is some incentive to work against this, but I can tell you, just, take it for what it is. I genuinely have never seen somebody trade in this way successfully. You might have people who have like wonder stories, like 1 in 1,000 traders might get really lucky.
Never tell me the odds.
But for the 999 others, they're blowing their money hand over fist. Is it possible? Technically, yes. Is it something that I think can be predictably done? No. Unless you want to do it over the course of 200 years, I don't think $100 to $100,000 is reasonable. Instead, let me offer another way of thinking that Matt clearly agrees with, because he's like I said, he's into the funding world. Instead of trying to turn $100 into $100,000, I think it's better to try and turn $100 into 105, turn it into 110, work it up to 130 while you learn.
That's not good enough.
But really, I don't think that $100 is sufficient for trading. I think especially, and I am speaking with the privilege and the location of being in a first world country. I'm in the United States of America. Our dollar is really strong compared for certain countries where $100 is a ton of money, whereas here in the US, $100 is very little. It's just a little bit relevant and to where you live, and I understand I'm coming from a US perspective with this, but in my opinion, $100 is way too little to trade with. Even on a 0.01 lot size, if you're trading something like gold or something, it's impossible to really only risk 1%. And for many people, they would say there's no point in even trying to risk $1, because even if you make a 3-to-1 risk reward, you're only making $3. That's not worth anything, right? I would agree. I think the solution is to either get funded or make consistent deposits like I did in my trading. I am not a funded trader. I have never used prop money or funding programs at all. I've been clear on my channel. I've never done that. I did the old fashioned way. I started years ago. I had started some businesses. I used to run a landscaping business that I did throughout my entire neighborhood. I had like several lawns that I cut, and I had, some help working for me. And the point is, I did that for years to build up trading capital to make it substantially worth it. And from there, I've also started a software company, this YouTube channel. I have other sources of income. So I've built up my own trading capital through just hard work and grit. And I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. I'm saying that to say that it is possible for somebody to find other sources of income, build up that trading account. And while you do that, learn the good old fashioned way, instead of just trying to like quickly become, super successful in trading. Learn skill. It takes years to learn. It took me like 3 years to actually start being consistently profitable, to the point that it actually meant something, right? Again, it takes time to scale up your trading. Even once you become profitable, it takes time for that money that you're making to be consistently consistent, because what people think, and this is also a misconception, people think that profitable trading means I'm making like 10, 20% per month. Doesn't mean that at all. I personally shoot for like 1 to 3% on average per month, but I am working on a larger capital basis, and my goal personally is to keep my drawdown very minimal. That's just personally, I'm working on a larger capital basis. I don't need much more than 1 to 3% to cover more than what I need in my personal expenses. So yeah, my point with that is that the route that I took is the old-fashioned way. Deposit consistently, work a second job, hustle, build up that trading account, and let it roll over time. The other way, the modern way that many traders adopt, is funding companies. Going the funding route, finding reputable funding companies to work with, to check out, and that sort of thing. By the way, here's just a quick plug. If you have not heard of FX2 Funding, they are a funding company that sponsors our content here on YouTube. If you'd like to check them out, there will be a link down below in the description. You can explore their different options. Wonderful guys over there that I've worked with for some time now, and they're super cool, great people. So check them out, FX2 Funding. They've got some great offers, and well worth considering trading if you are looking to get funded. Now, this route with the funding route is pretty cool because you can basically take a couple $100 if you have the skills to trade profitably. I don't recommend anybody touch funding programs if you don't have considerable trading skill. If you don't have trading skill, ignore this part of the video. If you do have trading skill and you can prove it consistently, funding companies can be a great option because you can scale up quicker. Because you can go the route of, instead of trying to turn $100 into 100,000, which usually ends up with you losing $100, like sadly, I mean, I'm not laughing at, it's just the reality, right? Most people they stay stuck in this. And I have certainly been there thinking this way when I first got started, getting stuck in the mindset of, I just need to get my account from a small account to a good size and then I'll slow down. That's a terrible, dumb route. It does not work. It is stupid because what you're going to do is you're going to have to risk way too much, and that's going to lead to blowups. Instead, people are now very commonly going for the funding route where they get funded, they prove themselves, and they scale up their trading through that measure using someone else's resources. So anyways, let's also take a look at another one from Matt. Trading $1,000 is a waste of time. Either get funded or use it to learn a skill and make money outside of trading. So again, I think I might actually disagree with Matt a little bit here. I don't think trading $1,000 is a waste of time. Are you going to make a lot of money from $1,000? No, but not all trading is necessarily a waste of time while you learn. So I would actually disagree with this because trading $1,000 is a great way to learn. That is an appropriate amount of money for somebody who is newly kind of getting into this stuff. They're proving that they've already done their demo testing, they've done their back testing, they've done their forward testing. Now they're on their first live account. $1,000 is a reasonable, in my opinion, it's a reasonable amount of trading capital to experiment with. Now, so I don't think that this is a waste of time at all. It can actually also even lead to some reasonably worthwhile gains. You know, if you make 20% or 15% in a year, that's $150, $200. I know that's not a lot of money. And the point is, trading a $1,000 account, it's not about the money. It's about learning, right? $1,000 account is an excellent learning vessel. It's not going to make you rich. It's not going to become $100,000 either. Not quickly, that is. It's going to take a long time to grow a $1,000 account, but a $1,000 account is an excellent real starting place, in my personal opinion, for a trading account. Then his second part is either get funded or use it to learn a skill and make money outside of trading. So I would actually kind of agree that you don't necessarily need to try and use $1,000 to really make a ton of money in the trading world, but you could use it to, once you're profitable, you could go the funding route. That is another option to perhaps speed up the process a little bit if you truly have the skills. And the other side of it is you could use it to make money outside of trading. So for example, I have a friend who does voice acting work, and he invested, I think, like $1,500 into like a great microphone and a great setup to do that. And now he's able to bill for some clients and has made a return on investment. He's not a trader, but if he ever wanted to, that $1,500 investment into a mic where he can now bill for lots of clients and lots of work is far better spent than trying to turn his $1,500 trading account into something big, right? So if there are real world opportunities for you to invest and make more money while you learn to trade, I agree with that. So I half agree with Matt's second statement. I agree with his first one, half agree with his second one. Let me know, what do you guys think? Do you disagree with me? I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers with this, but inevitably these videos do tend to kind of get some people up in arms, and I'm not trying to do that per se. I'm trying to just give you my honest take. And with that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope you don't hate me. Have a great day. See ya. If you're looking to improve as a trader, we've got some cool free resources here that I wanted to share as we close today's video. Down below in the description, there is a link to join our Discord channel or our Telegram channel. And we also have our website, a1trading.com, where traders can get access to free course material to help you improve as a trader. Remember, we are also live Monday through Friday on this channel around 9:30 a.m. US Eastern, broadcasting most live news events and that sort of thing. So hope to see you there. And also, we do have a couple videos here showing up on the screen. If either of these seems like it might be helpful to you, then make sure to click here or here, and we'll see you there.